Imagine an island in the middle of the sea, not built for tourism, not for housing, but designed entirely to power nations. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now off the coast of Belgium. The world's first artificial energy island, a mega project that could change how we power Europe forever. Princess Elisabeth Island is the world's first man-made energy island. It's being constructed in the North Sea, 45 kilometers off the Belgian coast, near the city of Ostend. But this isn't your typical island. It's not meant for people to live on. Instead, it's designed to collect and distribute electricity, specifically offshore wind power. When completed, it will serve as a central hub connecting multiple wind farms to the mainland, and even link Belgium's grid to neighboring countries like the UK and Denmark. The island is named after Princess Elisabeth, the heir to the Belgian throne, symbolizing the next generation of leadership and energy. So where exactly is it? Princess Elisabeth Island sits in the North Sea, about 45 kilometers off Belgium's coast, in an area known as the Princess Elisabeth Zone. The artificial island will cover about 6 hectares, roughly the size of 12 football fields. The foundation is made up of massive caissons, giant concrete blocks that form a ring to hold back the sea. Inside this ring, the island will be built up with sand and materials, forming a stable base for energy infrastructure. The location was chosen because it's surrounded by wind-rich waters, ideal for harvesting offshore wind energy. But why build an island just for energy? The vision is bold. Princess Elisabeth Island will act as a marine energy switchboard. It will gather electricity from nearby offshore wind farms, convert it as needed, and transmit it to shore, and even across borders. Using a mix of high-voltage alternating current, or HVAC, and high-voltage direct current, or HVDC, systems, the island will connect to both the Belgian mainland and neighboring countries. This setup will allow energy to flow more efficiently across Europe, strengthening grid reliability and helping to meet climate goals. By 2030, Belgium aims to double its offshore wind capacity, and this island is the cornerstone of that strategy.
Building an island in the middle of the sea? That's no small task. The construction is led by TM Edison, a joint venture between 2 Belgian engineering giants, DEME and Jan Denel. Work began in 2024, starting with the transport and installation of caissons, huge concrete structures that form the island's protective perimeter. These caissons weigh thousands of tons each. They're carefully placed on the seabed to withstand waves, tides, and storms. Once the ring is complete, the inside will be filled with sand and materials to form the island's surface. On top of this base, workers will install electrical substations, transformers, and advanced HVAC and HVDC systems. It's a mix of civil engineering, electrical infrastructure, and environmental innovation, all happening 45 kilometers offshore. You might wonder, what about the environment? The island isn't just an engineering project, it's also a nature-inclusive design. Elia, the Belgian grid operator, worked with marine ecologists to make sure the island supports biodiversity. Special features like reef structures, artificial tide pools, and marine-friendly textures will be added. These features aim to attract sea life and even help regenerate marine habitats damaged by past industrial activity. In this way, Princess Elisabeth Island isn't just green in purpose, it's also green in execution. So, how much does all this cost? The full project is expected to cost over 2 billion euros. That's around 2.2 billion USD. But not everything has gone smoothly. In 2025, the contract for the HVDC systems was canceled due to unprecedented global cost increases. This forced Ilya to go back to the drawing board and explore new options for delivering long-distance electricity efficiently. Despite the delay, construction of the island's core continues on schedule, but the full electrical build-out, including international connections, is now expected to take place between 2026 and 2030. One of the most ambitious parts of this island is its role in European energy integration. Princess Elisabeth Island will eventually link Belgium's grid with the United Kingdom and Denmark. These interconnections will be powered by HVDC cables running under the sea, allowing energy to flow both ways depending on where it's needed most. That means Belgium can export surplus wind power to the UK during windy days or import electricity when demand spikes. It's all part of the European Union's plan for a connected, renewable-powered energy market. And this island? It's the first real step in making that vision a reality. The Princess Elisabeth Zone around the island is also being developed. It will host up to 3.5 gigawatts of new offshore wind capacity, enough to power millions of homes. But there's a delay. The Belgian government has postponed wind farm tenders until 2026, meaning private companies will bid to build turbines around that time. Still, when combined with the island, the area represents one of the largest offshore energy zones in Europe. By 2030, this single region could supply up to 20% of Belgium's electricity. And more importantly, it could help Europe decarbonize while strengthening energy independence. Princess Elisabeth Island isn't just a Belgian project, it's a European milestone. As countries race to cut carbon emissions, this island shows what's possible when engineering, policy, and nature work together. It's the world's first artificial energy island, a test case for how we can capture, convert, and share offshore wind power at scale. It strengthens Belgium's grid, it supports new offshore wind farms, and it opens up clean energy trade across borders with the UK, Denmark, and beyond. If successful, the Princess Elisabeth Island could become a model for future projects in the North Sea, the Baltic, or even off the coasts of Asia and North America. Sure, there are setbacks, but the vision remains bold. Build the infrastructure today to power the world tomorrow. So the next time you hear about offshore wind or Europe's green energy transition, remember this strange new island rising from the sea. It may not be a tourist destination, but it's making energy history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into energy, innovation, and infrastructure.